All right, what's up, guys? This video is actually intended to show you guys the behind the scenes of how I tattoo, how I lay down the symbols, the flow, basically everything you don't see on Instagram because it's too short of videos to put all this stuff in there. This is free game. This is the game that I used and that I learned along the 10 years that I've been tattooing that I'm pretty much gonna give you guys into a short form video. So pay attention and really just enjoy the video and enjoy the game that I'm giving you guys. And I hope that this helps you guys through your tattoo career. I never really know how the tattoo is gonna be placed or what I'm actually doing. I always go into it with an open mind and the thought of this could change. What my client had brought to me was initially getting the whole upper arm wrapped around in tribal, which is still that. We have the front half done already. Today we're gonna be working on the inside, which is gonna be a much shorter session than the first session, but he also wanted to include the area code 671 on the inside of his arm in a specific font. And he also wanted letters on the side of that with tribal wrapping around it and flowers. So that's a lot of stuff to condense into one thing. So I kind of already talked him out of the letters and I want to see where it goes with the numbers and the flowers and the tribal. Because in my head, that's a little too much still, but also it could work and I still want to make the client happy. So this is what I mean when I say I don't really know what I'm going to do yet until I get there. Nothing is ever pre-planned. We just kind of have ideas and we build onto them. And me and the client collaborate in person. And that's where we really sit down and we really figure out, okay, what's going to look best on you? I never really do this over the phone. I don't really have on-phone consultations before the session. You know, when you're in the moment and you get input from the artist and you guys are collaborating together, stuff just sticks better that way, you know? So I'll be posting and showing a lot of that process as well. And I have 10 out of 10 confidence it's gonna turn out good either way. Something's gotta work, something's gotta stick, so yeah. So check this out, guys. On Friday, we did this front half. Boom, check it out. So if you guys look at my composition, I use a very simple technique, I'd say, of contrast. I like to do heavy blacks and heavy skin tones because that contrast, it brings out everything. If you scoot it back, you can see it from pretty far away and it's you could still read it, right? And when it comes down to the meaning of this tattoo, this represents where he's from. So he's from Guam, and every strip of tribal has something dedicated to a part of his life or dedicated to a part of his island. So the laddie stones right here, this is my rendition of laddie stones. This is a very modern take of laddie stones, and this is the way I do it. I like to be a little different, so I'll take the shape of it and kind of just alter it to what I like it to be. So laddie stones represent foundation. This is what the ancient Chamorro people used to lift their house up off the ground. And it was mainly for like families of status. Like the bigger the laddie stones, the higher the house is. It means you have more status on the island. Maybe you're a chief or, you know, a leader. And this path right here, this is the canoe. And this represents the path that always leads home. So he's always gonna go back home. He's always gonna find his heart in Guam. And these right here, these represent the shark teeth, and the shark teeth represent the protection of his path in life and back home. These right here represent his siblings and his parents. So the fish, or these are dolphins, but anything sea life related represents like abundance. It represents the ocean. It represents the life around the island. The guasali is the flower of Guam. So also, I like to put the guasali in here to represent the feminine part of family. So the woman in his family, his sisters, grandmothers, his mother, so on and so forth. Specifically, this represents his mother. And then right here, he said he wanted banana leaves included, so I put some leaves right here wrapping around it. And the way that I learned that leaves represents a lot of different representations of all these symbols, but really the leaves represent growth. It represents relaxation sometimes. And then right here are the little zigzags right there that represents like the current of the ocean, right? So I got the canoe here, and then the current of the ocean kind of takes them through life. And then this right here, this shape is one big wave as well. It's like a tsunami. When waves get rough, still floating the boat. Right, so today we're gonna do the inside, and what I'm doing now is pretty much just putting this guideline here, telling me where I'm gonna stop, where this half sleeve ends. So doing a straight line that goes around the arm is always hard for beginners. After 10 years of tattooing, I've learned how to do it. I could just draw a straight line around it, but for the beginners, I would say get a rubber band and put a rubber band around the arm, even it out, and then trace the edge of the rubber band, take it off, and you have a straight line. So that's a nice little tip and trick to use. So right now, I'm keeping it very simple, and I'm just outlining where the tattoo is going to end, where the parameters are. That's all I'm thinking about is parameters. How is it going to look? How is it going to shape his body? So if he closes his arm up, see how his pec curves this way? I usually like this to curve with the pec as well, and it usually lines up perfectly under the armpit. And then it comes around. Right here. So that's where I ended last time. I'm gonna have this come and meet right there. Just like that. Now we have a nice smooth curvature around the armpit. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker too. Oh wait, you numbed it up. Shout out No Numbing Cream. Yes, sir. So what my client wants to do, he wants to add the area code 671 right here and a specific font. So I'm pretty much just gonna put some guidelines on how big it's gonna be. I don't want it too wide, I don't want it too skinny. And I also want it to be like a decent size so I can put tribal around it without it not being cohesive. So this is a short space, so I'm thinking about making this a little skinnier. Maybe I'll make this like about this skinny. Because I don't want like fat, like wide, chody like numbers on them. So I'll have it all cohesive, have it all balanced out. So I think maybe this is like a good size for the numbers. So it'll be the 6 right here. Split this in thirds because it's 3 numbers. So I got the 6, a little tiny space, a 7, and a 1. Yeah, 6, 7, and 1. Too easy. Cool. All right. So we have this flow coming in from the top. Have this coming in this way. I'm gonna have it continue. Keep everything simple. I'm not really worried about creating a new direction yet. We have the direction already, so we're just gonna build off this direction. Try to keep everything parallel. Real quick, I want to talk about the composition again. So I want to dive deeper into the blacks and the whites. So it's super simple. I don't know why people make it so complicated. It's literally black right here, and it's white right here, and then it's black right here, and then it's white right here, and it's black right here, and it's white right here. Then it's black right here, and then it's white, and then it's a black line, and then negative space, a small pattern. Another dark, thick black line to balance out this dark, thick black line, right? Same with the white lines, the negative space. I have a thick piece of negative space right here to balance out this thick negative space right here, okay? So on and so forth. This negative space curls up, comes all the way around, balances out this negative space. So see, we have this little triangle right here of black. Somewhere down here, I'm going to balance out that small triangle with another shape that's similar down here somewhere. So it has a balance everything's gonna balance. And same with this swirl. Like I'm thinking of having another shape or curl that complements this and balances this out somewhere back here. So everything is basically mirrored, it's balanced, it has a, how would I say, it's familiar with itself. So everything that I'm putting on the tattoo is familiar with the rest of the tattoo. Everything's cohesive. All right, so think about it. Like if you're tattooing and if you're laying out a design, how well is your contrast balanced? So I pretty much have like a way that I think about it. There's 3 different kinds of balances. There's balance in contrast, which is like black and white. There's a balance in flow, right? I have the asymmetrical flow balanced with a symmetrical flow. And then I have a balance of motif choice. How many times am I using these motifs? What are they paired with? And am I spamming motifs, or am I putting the motifs on that matter, and am I just keeping it simple because less is more, right? So as we go through the tattoo, I will most likely use these motifs twice just to balance it out, right? The big key to every tattoo is balance. So as I'm drawing, I'm always thinking about, okay, how am I gonna balance this? How am I gonna create balance to this entire tattoo, right? Continue this. This is where stuff gets fun. So this is a diamond shape, and I have to complete the diamond right here. So finish the guasali. How does it look when he's relaxed? Step back real quick. I noticed that when people continue their pieces or they just draw the design, they forget to like keep certain aspects the same. So for example, like my apprentice does this a lot, where this will be like this, right? This will have this black line and it'll have this negative space. So automatically, if I'm gonna make this symmetrical, this side has to be the same as this side, right? That's the only way that this is gonna be right. So this is gonna be dark right here because this is dark. It's just completing the pattern and then continuing this negative space like it is on this side. And that means that since this is black, this is gonna be black. It's matching. This is one whole panel that just represents the guasali. I don't need to do anything crazy here. I don't need to add any unnecessary motifs because this right here tells the story of this island, and that's it. The black represents the land, the soil. So keeping that black in there is very important because it represents something. And then I'm gonna have this, see how this fade is right here? I'm gonna have some shading coming out from right here also to match this. So everything is balanced. Just like we keep saying, everything is balanced. Boom, and this is done. When it comes to this, I pretty much will just freehand that, that's easy. This will just get brought through. This is all black right here, but this is done. This part is finished. So now we just focus on the font, and then we'll focus on the backside. But I'm gonna jump straight to the backside. All right. So, look. Asymmetrical, symmetrical. So what comes up right here? All right, symmetry. Why? Because it leads up straight to the middle of his arm. We're gonna use this middle point of his arm to tell people like, hey, this, everywhere there's a middle point, we're gonna keep it symmetrical. So bend your elbow a little bit. Boom, put a little dot on his elbow. Come up. Put it back down, brother. And then draw a straight line up. This tells me that that's the middle. This is the middle of the back of the arm. Boom. Sometimes I'll use like the measurements of my marker to show me like, okay, that's how thick that one's gonna be. Or I'll just use that as a guideline. Boom. Make sure it's straight, make sure it's parallel. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna come back with a pen and recreate any imperfections. Boom, right here, just like that. Bring this up. Boom. Now that's an even measurement. Now I could really just eye the middle. All right. People are like, well, why do you do that? Why are you putting another line right there? Maybe because I think I'm gonna put a, you know, these separations are gonna tell me like where the motifs are gonna go, where the negative space is gonna go, so on and so forth, where the positive space is gonna go. Now look, come back up here, we have this black triangle right here, that piece of black. We're gonna put that piece of black down here again. It's another detrimental piece of the puzzle. Negative or positive space. All right, when it comes to balance, what are we gonna put right next to a positive space? Negative space. And I'm gonna try to match this negative space's measurements to these measurements. So this is about this width, so boom. Boom. That's my negative space right here. This is my positive space. Now we're just gonna, pretty much that's what it is negative space, positive space, negative space, positive space. And in between those, you're going to put the motifs with the same exact format. Negative space, positive space, negative space, positive space. Boom. Alright. Since this is the middle, jump onto the other side and mirror this. Doesn't gotta be perfect. There we go. Just indicating that that's going to be positive space. This is negative space. Boom. Now symbolically, I'm not sure what I'm going to put right here yet. I'm gonna allow the vibes to take us there. I might match something from up here. I might put another piece of the story together. So I'm not forcing anything. I'm just letting the flow flow, letting his body, letting his arm take the pen where it needs to go to fill these places in. Turn this way a little bit, brother. So now we have this space right here. And this is considered an awkward space because it's just like a weird part of his body. It has this muscle going through it that's right here. So his muscle, the end of the muscle is right there. I like to use stuff like that. And if I were to give you guys one piece of advice, don't spam basket weaves through areas that are awkward. Like a lot of tribal artists do that, where they'll see an awkward space and they'll just spam basket weave through the whole thing. And we don't do that. Make sure that you utilize the space correctly and put basket weaves where they belong. Don't spam them. I used to do that a lot, but that's the easy way out. Continue the story. Try to be creative and then build it.
Better get my autograph now.
Does anyone ever ask you to sign like their pieces?
Oh wait, yeah. Some people ask me, they're like, "Hey, you want to put your signature in there, or you want to put your shark teeth in there?" Like, all right, I'll do it. So my shark teeth, I'll do. Not my signature. That's crazy. 671, baby. Yes, sir. All right, boom. Come back to the tribal, even it out. Make sure that this line is fucking straight right there. Alright, so I'm drawing this. This is this line right here is it's just a guideline. I'm not actually gonna tattoo this line. It just tells me where to stop. It looks cool when pieces just stop instead of drawing a line to cut it off. I think it looks dope when they just kind of stop like that. So I do that a lot in my pieces. You guys should try it out. If you guys are doing tribal, just try to have it stop. It looks sick. Feel nothing, huh?
Nope.
Crazy. You should bite it and see if you feel it.
Hell. So you guys do the best. Punk up your shit. You edit on your MacBook?
No, I just do it on my phone, off CapCut.
You use CapCut?
Yeah, I use CapCut. CapCut or edits, depending on like how the video is. If I want like a super like crazy ass video, I'll do CapCut. Because they got all this crazy shit on there.
Yup.
You use CapCut too?
Hell yeah.
I love CapCut. That's just better than like anything, honestly.
Yep. I'll cut it up, chop it up, edit, and CapCut, and then I'll cut chops into TikTok.
Hell yeah. You know what? I know I said I was probably gonna do black right here too, like this. That's a lot of fucking black though, because it's gonna pull through here. So like, maybe what I'll do is I'll do the basket weaves in here. So we're like, I'm not gonna spam basket weaves, but I don't know, bro. It's next to the 671 of this OG ass letters. So like, bro, I feel like basket weaves behind the letters and just pull it through right here would be a sick ass background. It's gonna look so tribal right here. So like, I know I was over here like, yeah, I'm not gonna spam basket weaves, but this is one of those exceptions where like it just goes with the vibes. Be smart with your basket weave usage. You only get 4 per year, so don't be spamming that shit like Lo be spamming that shit.
Oh my god.
He's like, alright, you want a full sleeve? Alright, basket weave. Maybe I should do a lesson on how to draw basket weaves because this shit's hard as fuck.
It's hella hard.
Sometimes I get confused. I'm like, well, hold up.
I go cross-eyed when I'm trying to draw them. I don't know where I'm at.
I know. I like accidentally draw 2 on one layer. I'm like, oh shit, I fucked that one up, and it's on them permanently.
Just shade over it.
I'll play it, bro.
And it depends on what type, like coconut or.
Yeah. All right, so this is all in negative space right here, but this shit is so fat of a negative space that we're gonna be kind of wasting space going all the way around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss a layer of protection right here. It's gonna be shark teeth like this.
Signature.
Signature.
Little autograph in there.
Yeah, but it's protecting the woman. So right here, like it's protecting the island, protecting the woman. So, and then the basket weaves represent family and like community. So like the shark teeth getting put on the edges represents it protecting it from anything coming in. So I'll do shark teeth through here like that. You know, freehand that shit later. And that's all I need for back here. Like back here is like, you know, I could do this. I could freehand this. You guys get the picture. You know, But stand up real quick, bro. Let's see how it looks when chilling. This one right here. Boom. 671 burpees. Yeah. See the backside? Straighten this line out. Good. That's it.